Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video we got to install some parts on the Subi. Yeah, just like little minor parts, and I did pick up two more parts, but I'm gonna put those on later because I do need to get me a bleeder to bleed them out, and yeah, so that's gonna have to wait. Well, overall I think I'm redoing today the door handles. And yeah, I do have to redo the side skirts and the front bumper. The rear bumper I did have to do the rear bumper I did have to redo this inlay right here because it was kind of messing up, bubbles everywhere, so it was kind of annoying trying to get that put on. Took me a while, but yeah. But overall I think that's probably harder than doing the front bumper. The front bumper is just time consuming, but that inlay is annoying because you got to get into these sharp turns, sharp corners and stuff. So yeah, if you ever wrap the VA STI, I believe the rear bumper is probably harder than the front bumper. But yeah, I do have to redo the front bumper, door handles, and side skirts because they are popping back up. And it's probably due to the fact that I kind of rushed into this. When I took off the other wrap, I immediately started wrapping it again. I didn't take my time. So yeah, I'm guessing some of the wrap wasn't clean. I guess some of the body panels wasn't clean enough. Yeah, because I still probably had residue from the old wrap where the errors are failing. The front bumper is kind of failing because of that black stupid thing right here, the front plastic thing right here, so it's kind of hard to get that wrap to stick on there. But overall the bumper came out fine, other than that little spot right here where it's popping up. And then the side skirts, you just got to make sure, I guess, you post heat because it does tend to pop up. You can see right there, it's popping up. So just a little bit of mistakes, easy fixes. Just got to order more wrap for the side skirt. Honestly, I think I have enough wrap for the front bumper and two side skirts, so I might just do that with that wrap that I ordered. But yeah, but let me just show you what I ordered so I can get this install started. It's pretty easy install. Honestly, I think it's gonna take me longer. It took me longer to set up the quick jacks than it's gonna take to install this part. But yeah, let me just show you guys. All right guys, so I got some wind line bushings for the crossbar on the transmission. So I gotta replace those with these ones. These are pretty much a little stronger than the stock ones, so this will definitely make a difference compared to those ones. And then also I got this, which is the clutch delay valve delete. So I want to try this out and see how good this is going to be on the car. Yeah, so this one's probably a little bit more time consuming, honestly, to put on, but I think I'm going to do that today. And then this, I got some stainless steel braided brake lines because I feel like the brakes are kind of mushy, and plus the car has 150,000 miles and I have yet to change the fluid. I know, should have changed the fluid a long time ago, but something I just didn't want to do. So yeah, definitely gonna do this. And then I got some more brake fluid. So yeah, this will have to wait till next time. But honestly, I'm gonna install these first, and then we'll see how I can install this one. So if it makes any difference, honestly, I'm hoping it does. 40 bucks, so I don't know. Perrin says it makes a difference, so let's just go ahead and get it installed. First this, and if we have time, we'll put this one on. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jack up the car really quick and get under the car and install this. Whoopee! Alright guys, the ones that I'm replacing is these two that went back here. This one right there. This one right there. And then these two that are in here. So yeah, there's one here and then one right here. But this one I have to get the wrench in there and get those bolts out. But this one, yeah, they're pretty easy. They're in the back. Take off 4 bolts. Be good. So let me just go ahead and get those undone. Yep. Don't want to get those out. Alright. So I can see these are kind of already mushy. For 150,000 miles on the car, they don't look too bad. But they probably look like the same as they did before, so yeah. Pretty cool. So yeah. Go in there, and these ones in there. So let's just go ahead and swap these over really quick. This one's easy, just replace it with this one. Goes right there. This one just gotta squeeze out. Pretty rusty. And then you just put one of the ones that have the indents in there. Make sure you put these on again. Back in here. This one easy as pie. Now we gotta go into the car and put this back in.
I think a bird pooped on your wheels.
You pooped on my wheels?
A bird.
What makes you say that?
There's poop on it.
One and 2. Support the transmission because the last time I did this, it kind of sagged down and it was kind of hard to get these bolts to align. So definitely get a jack to keep it in place while you do this work, and especially if you're in here already, you might as well change your transmission mount. I went with the Perrin one, which is pretty good. Served this purpose for a while now, and the mounts seem to be really good still. So yeah. So now I just gotta torque everything down and we're done. So like I said, this install took less time than it did to jack up the car. So yeah, let me just go ahead and get those torque specifications and torque these all down.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, well I got the clutch slave cylinder loose. Then I have to take off the starter. Get to it. So kind of a pain in the ass. Now that the car is lowered, let's see if I can get my clutch slave cylinder out really quick. Just gotta remove that bolt really quick. That was pretty easy. Before I remove it all the way, let me get that bolt ready. Get a pick tool. Hopefully it doesn't squirt everywhere. Okay, I didn't make that much of a mess. Everything I need to get out. There should be a blue clip and a spring in there. this thing, and the spring. So yeah, I'll show you guys in a minute what I need to take out, but let's just go ahead and put that bolt back in there. Make sure you got the washer on there, because they're free. That's all you gotta take out. Pretty sure this is a different size bolt now. Nope. It's definitely the same size. Only needs to be timed to 20 pounds. So only needs to be timed to 20 pounds. That's pretty good. Okay. There we go. Take all these towels out. Clean up this mess. Alright. Easy peasy. Now let me just go down under and we go down under and pull everything back up. Alright guys, well I finally got done. It was an easy install, honestly, like 10-15 minutes. Takes longer to take off the starter and take off the clutch slave cylinder, but if you have quit jacks, they definitely come in handy because you do have to go up and down, and then if you can lower the car and raise it, it makes it a lot easier to work on the car, so definitely picks them up. But yeah, easy install. Sorry I couldn't record too much of it, but it's literally, you do have to remove the starter to get to it on the STI. On the WX, I'm pretty sure the bolt's on the top here, so you can get out. All you gotta do is remove the intake, and yeah. No, I mean the intercooler, and then yeah. But for now, yeah, so everything's on. Got the bolt torqued on there. I didn't lose any fluid, so I didn't really have to bleed out the clutch because it seems like it's still good right now. Tested it, and yeah, definitely feels a lot, I don't know, smoother, and it looks like it bites. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna have to test it out and see how it is, but yeah, definitely easy. You just got to remove the starter, like I said. 2 bolts, and then 2 bolts there. They're all 14, so just letting you know, 14s, get them out. And then that big one is a 22, so I would suggest using an impact just because it's pretty tight on there, unless you got an extra pair of hands to help you out. But yeah, overall it looks easy install. And then I did get the freaking white line positive shift kit bushing thing, and I got those in there. That one is an easy install too. And I found out my freaking exhaust hanger to transmission got broken, so I need to order a new one. So yeah, that sucks, but I was trying to figure out why it was rattling so much, but that's because of that. So basically the exhaust is just held on by the turbo and the hangers. But yeah, let me just show you what you have to take out of the clutch delay valve. So you'll first take out this 22 bolt nut or bolt, and then it should come off with you got this O-ring right here, and then this little circle thing right there, and then the spring, or actually it goes that, and then this little metal piece, and then this one and that one. So there is liquid in there from the brake fluid, so you do have to fish them out. I suggest getting some kind of pick tool to get them out. So just make sure you get all 3 of these out. If you have a WX, I think you have to get this O-ring and put it on the valve. But if you have the STI, you don't need it, so you can skip that step. I guess we'll just see how much of a difference the clutch makes. And yeah, and I just got to order the bleeder kit for this, and we'll do that probably next week. Still got to wrap the front bumper, so just a lot to do still on the STI, honestly. I'll probably record the front bumper and show you guys how easy it is to wrap a front bumper. The only thing that sucks is that I do have to take off these side vents. They are double-sided taped on there, and then I do got to take off all this carbon fiber again. So yeah, so basically more work and redo it again. But yeah, overall these 2 installs were really easy. So yeah, let's just see how much of a difference it makes in the clutch. And I cannot believe my exhaust hanger broke. But yeah, just a couple of things, couple add-ons, guys. Nothing too special. So I'm gonna leave the video here and go on a little test drive and see how much of a difference the clutch makes. All right. Honestly, I'm not sure if it's gonna make any difference, but I heard good things from Perrin, so we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let's just see how those bushings do too. And yeah, but I'll catch you guys on the next one. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, all right, peace out.